Oh, hello, assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. How are you doing? How is everything? I hope you're doing well and Eid Mubarak. Okay, so I am back because as I told you, I'm gonna make a video each week. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible as I can. So the last video I uploaded, we talked about some basic commands and all those things. So right now too, we're gonna continue from where we start. Oh, sorry, from where we stopped. So I'm gonna come to a virtual, what do you call this one, VirtualBox. You click at start, which you already know how to do all this, and you wait until it's finished booting up. Just press enter to make it fast. Sorry, you can hear a lot of noise in here. As I told you, always the username and the password is the same thing, Kali and then Kali. So we're gonna give it a second to boot up real quick. Okay, so we are here. Okay, this was our last cheat sheet for the what we studied before, and right now I'm gonna add more to it. So let's continue. I'm not using this virtual machine whatsoever. So today we're gonna learn a few more commands. These are which are here. I wrote them down and check them a little bit. These commands, 1 2 3. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. I hope the copy paste works. Oh nice, it works. And then I'm gonna we need this one as well. I make a note in something else, and because it just makes sense to me. Okay, so last time, if you remembered, we learned these 5 things. Number one is moving around, viewing files, creating files, and then creating folders, and deleting files and deleting folders. Okay, so right now today we're gonna learn how to copy something. For example, like copy is always a good thing to do. This one bigger. Okay, today we're gonna learn how to copy things, which is one of the most things that we do all the time on the PC. How to copy and how to rename a file. For example, you save something with something else. Sorry, for example, you save a file with a different name, and then you decided you want to change the name, right? And then I'm gonna show you how to move something. For example, if I say ls here, let's assume this Abubakar, I don't want it to be here. I want to move this Abubakar into the directory called dev, right? So if I want to move it in Linux, there is a command to do that. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you how to rename something. For example, I make Abubakar, and then I decided I don't want it to be Abubakar anymore. I want to change the name to somebody else. So like this. So this is 3 commands. They're gonna be the first video, and the last video I'm gonna make, it's probably gonna be about this man pages, because they are actually very important. So let's dive in a little bit quick. And before we continue, I'll just try to make a little bit recap. As I told you, moving around, this command, it includes cd, and then you said where you're going. I'm sorry, let me delete everything actually, and just don't look at what I'm doing. You are not required to. Okay, nice. Now there is no history saved completely. So so we're just gonna make a little recap. Moving around, for example, I'm here. If I want to go to desktop, you know how to do it, which is cd desktop. If I press tab, it's gonna complete by itself. You know this one as well, right? So I'm here, I can see things in here. If I want to go back, cd dot dot. If I press ls, you're gonna see the same as this one, because this place and this place, they are technically the same. I go into desktop and I come out from the desktop, right? Which is basically moving around, which I am absolutely sure you know how to do it right now. So I'm gonna mark it as done. And view files, we use several commands. We use a lot of commands, but some of them I told you, we can use vim, we can use cat, we can use less, and we can use more. And this more too is a command. For example, I want to read this file blackdracula18.ovpn. okay, so I can say vim black dracula, and then if I press tab, it's gonna continue by itself, so I don't have to type everything. And then like this, I can open it. You see what is inside the file, right? A lot of things, you see them. This is my SSH keys that I connect to OpenVPN. Okay, and then another one is, for example, you know, Vim, you open it. Vim is basically a text editor. You can open things and then you can edit things inside it. But cat, let's say cat factory again, you can only open it, you cannot edit the files. Okay, you can see the things, it's basically the same thing. Unless you see, it's basically the same thing as well. I can basically open the files, and then more, it's basically the same thing as well. You see it? You see what? You see the thing. Okay, so all these commands, and then I add another one actually to you, which I call it nano. So it's all the same thing. You just choose any of them that you wanted to, but honestly Vim and Nano, they are text editors. Actually, they are not just viewing files. You edit text with them. And then I give you another one, which is, let me show the name real quick, which is this one, right? Yeah, which is this one, this mouse part too. You make it to edit files. Okay, so this ones, they are actually text editors, and this one, they are just to view files. I'm sorry, I keep saying this one without showing you exactly which ones I'm talking about. Okay, let me just highlight a little bit. You view only files with this, and then you edit text with it. Mouse pad, this one. Okay, only. And if you doesn't like the way I do the video, I know what I'm gonna talk about, but I just want you to see me doing things. If you doesn't like it like this, I can just make everything note and then I just read it. It's gonna be short, but I don't think you will understand a lot of things like that. That's why I make it like this. Only view file, and then we view and edit. Let me make this small. I don't know how to do that, fortunately. Oh, I'm godly, bro. Okay, so like this you already know this one. We talk about moving around and editing files and then creating files. As I told you, the way to create files, we have them here. We have multiple ways of doing that. We have the cat command that I told you you can create file by saying echo something to the file, and then you can create file by saying touch file, for example. And then let's assume I want to make a file called Eid Mubarak, right? Eid Mubarak. So if I say touch Eid Mubarak, I already make this file. If I say ls, I'm gonna see it here. You see it, right? I'm gonna say touch Eid Mubarak. It's already here, right? The touch command. And then echo. Let's assume I want to make another file called Eid Mubarak 1. So I can say echo. It doesn't really matter what I put in here. The only difference is when I touch file, that file is empty. But when I echo a text, for example, right now I say Abubakar Yusuf, and then I send it to Eid Mubarak. I'm sorry, Mubarak 2, like this. So the content of Eid Mubarak 2, it's gonna be Abubakar Yusuf, unless but the content of touch Eid Mubarak, it's gonna be an empty document because I only touch it. I didn't make anything inside. You see, if I press enter and then I press cat Eid Mubarak and press 2. The content, you see the content is Abubakar, but if I cut only Eid Mubarak without the 2, I'm just gonna cat Eid Mubarak. You see, this is Mubarak without the 2 because this 2 it is not highlighted. I didn't put it in. If I press enter, you see it's just empty. It prints nothing. You see right now cat Eid Mubarak only. It's print nothing because the file is basically empty. You got it right. When you touch file, it's empty, but when you echo something, for example, anything is in this code. Anything in between this code, it's gonna be sent directly to this file. This is how you create files. We are just a copying basically. And now what else again? And then I told you how to create folders. You can create folders by using this one, make dir. As I told you, dir means directory, mk means make. So it's very simple and straightforward. Make directory, simple. You can make a folder, for example, make directory. I can call the folder name like let me just, I don't know exactly what to name it, just anything, just name it food. Maybe just name it food like this. If I press ls, you're gonna see a folder called food in here already. It's been created. You see what? And then I told you how to create folders, and I told you how to delete files. Okay, how to delete files, you know it exactly. Ls, let's assume I want to remove Eid Mubarak, rm Eid Mubarak. If I press ls, Eid Mubarak is no more. You see it here, right? But when I put this command, I press ls again, well, it's Eid Mubarak. Unfortunately, you are dead. It's gone. And I warn you, I told you that when you remove something, especially from the command line, it is gone forever. It will never come back to you. So it is not like in Windows when you say you remove something, you send it to trash can. No, here it doesn't work like that. Okay, and then how to remove folders? As I told you, it's a little bit different. Okay, when you want to remove folder, you see rm dar, because dar is of directory. Right? So you want to delete folder. Let's just imagine this folder full FOO, and then if I press ls, you see the folder is gone. It's supposed to be here, right? But it's gone now. So this is just a recap from what we studied earlier actually, and I think I spent too much time here, but it's okay as long as you understand. Okay, so I would like to open this thing because it's gonna help a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna see the things a little bit. Let me make it bigger. I'm sorry, bro, it has to be like this. Okay, sure. So right now I am in desktop, and in desktop I have only one text, which is this one, cheat sheet. Okay, let me go to an empty desktop. I don't know how to do this. Wait. Okay, sure. Okay, how I do this, I press Ctrl Alt and then I press the arrow key so that I can go to an empty desktop that doesn't have anything inside. You can see I'm here. If I come back here, I can see all my work. This one too is very useful things when you want to work a lot. So if I press Ctrl Alt and then the right arrow key, it's gonna take me to this empty place. Okay, so let's assume inside this desktop, I decided I want to add another file. Okay, or I want to create a folder. Okay, so you see here we have only one file, and please don't look at these things, because these are something else. These are what we call a symbolic link. You really cannot see them in there, but right now you just need to focus on this one because that's the only thing that is visible to us. Okay, so we have only this thing, but if we go to home, we can see that in our home directory we have this Abubakar, we have this OpenVPN, this Eid Mubarak, and all these things. Okay, so let's assume we wanted to copy one of them into our desktop. Okay, a traditional way of doing that, which is to come here and then do like this, click at this copy and click at desktop as well, come here and say paste. Where is the paste? This, right? And if I minimize this, you can see Abubakar.txt is here. Okay, yeah, this one is good, but there is a more efficient way to do it, which is what I'm going to show you right now. So this is where this command comes in, this cp command. You see, it's cp stands for copy. Yeah. How can I make this bigger so that you can see? Can you see things, please? Okay, absolutely huge. Okay, so the cp command stands for copy. Okay, and it works like this. So you say cp, let me make it inside a bracket, show you exactly how it works. You say cp, and then you say the file name, the file that you want to copy, and then you say destination. How do you type destination? Like this. This is how you write the command. Exactly, this is how you use it. cp, the name of the file that you want to copy, and the destination of the file that you want to send that file to. For example, I want to copy this Black Dracula to I want to copy this OpenVPN thing, Black Dracula 18, to document. Let's assume I can say cp Black Dracula. If I press tab, you know it's going to continue by itself, and then I'm going to say document. You see document. If I press enter, okay, before I press this command, I have to go to document and show you that document is empty. I press ls, you see document is nothing. There's nothing inside document. So I come back where I was, and there is something. For example, like right now, like you see, I write a lot of command, and then how can I clear this? Well, that's a simple command called clear. If I press clear, it's gonna clear everything. See, boom, they're all gone. So I press ls again, I'm back. So I'm gonna copy this Black Dracula to document, right? I can say cp Black Dracula anything to document. Okay, if I press enter, if I say cd document, right now you press enter, you're gonna see this thing inside. Okay, so this is how you copy files. You copy file name and the destination of the file, and then we have another command which is move, which is okay. Actually, I'm gonna do rename. Okay, so the rename command, as it says, is basically renaming something to something else. So renaming a file or a folder or anything to a new name. Well, so actually, unfortunately, in Linux we have a command name which is called rename, but it, you see, it doesn't even exist in here. So it exists somewhere else. I think it exists in my PC. Wait, let me make sure what I'm doing exactly. I'm not stupid. For example, this is my actual PC. Rename. You see, it exists in my PC. So because this command, it is not a standard command. So if you want to use it, like, you have to install it by yourself, which we don't want to do it right now. So I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna close this place. Okay, I'm here again, back. So the how you rename file, it is a little bit tricky. Okay, let's assume I have this file. I'm gonna go back to desktop again, sorry, to my home directory, because there are a lot of files to work with. Let's assume I have all these files, and I decided I want to rename this Eid Mubarak to let's assume something else. I don't know what to write. Let's assume I just want to delete this Eid Mubarak to hello there or something like that. So we use this command move. Okay, we use the mv command, and the mv command stands for move. Okay, so I'm gonna say move Eid Mubarak to a new name of the file that I want that file to be. For example, you say, let's say move Eid Mubarak to new file name. You see what? So right now, if I press enter, if I press ls again, you're gonna see the Eid Mubarak thing here is gone, but I have a new file name here, right? And if I say cat new file name, as you remember, like previously, you know that the content of this Eid Mubarak 2, it is Abubakar Yusuf inside, right? So right now it is basically the same thing. So this is how we rename. Actually, we rename files like this. You rename files like this. You say mv old file, and then new underscore file name, like this. Well, this is very big, you can't even see things correctly. You see, like this is how it goes. And the mv command, the move command, is the original command. Actually, the mv, it is used to move things. So because we doesn't have like a standard way to rename files, so we use the mv to rename. So right now I'm gonna show you how the mv exactly works. So mv, like some ls, mv and copy, you know, it is basically the same thing. For example, in Windows, copy is copy, yeah, but the mv here in Windows, it is like cut. So basically in Windows, when you cut something, you know, it's gonna leave this place completely, it's gonna go to the next place, right? So let's assume I go cd to music, I press ls. So in music I don't have anything, right? Okay, cool. So I go back to where I was before, I press ls again. So I decided I want to move this new file name into music. Okay, if I say copy, I will still have the new file name in here, right? And then I will have the new file name inside music as well. But when I move it, I will take it completely from this place to the music. So I'm gonna say mv new file name like this, and then I'm gonna say music, the destination as well. If I press enter, if I press ls again, you see the new file name, it is actually gone here. But if I go to cd music, I press ls, you can see new file name here. And if I cast new file name here, you can see then the content, it's still the same, because it's still the same file, and it's all the structure of the commands, they are the same, all of them. It's just mv file name destination. And there's something that I want to tell you. You can actually no, just leave it. This one will sound so confusing to you. Just leave it like this. You see this you see these three commands, they all have the same structure. cp, the file name and the destination. Rename, the file name and the new name of the file. Move, the file name and the destination. So right now I'm gonna stop this video, and then I'm gonna come back and do my pages for you. Here